what was it like before? How's it different? And the reason I wanted to jump into that is because I think it's hard for people who are not doing this to understand. So how is it different? How's the day different? What are the kinds of things I should be thinking about? And so maybe Nicole, I'll start with you. How would you describe your just day-to-day workflow as being different in the last 6 months?
Really don't know how it's the same. There isn't a single thing that isn't different. Um, I start my day asking Cowork what's on my calendar.
Mhm.
And then I think about, I used to go to my calendar and I used to review my meetings, and now
Right.
Cowork is doing that for me. I also, I spend a lot of time with customers, and so I spend a lot of time building presentations. And I tend to want to tell everyone everything. So in the past, my presentations are all a lot of words, and I tried desperately to put pictures in it. Now, if I have, whether it's an internal conversation or a customer conversation, it doesn't matter. If I have to tell someone a story, I go into I go into Claude and I give it either. I think we were talking about this earlier. It could be meeting transcripts. It could be I took a walk and I recorded I call it my verbal vomit. I just recorded everything I said, whatever transcript it is, or whatever other context I have. Maybe I have a spreadsheet with some information. Any context I have, I dump it in there and I say, build a presentation. I do tell it you're going to be presenting to X, whatever audience that is, whether it's, you know, uh, executives at a customer or an internal team of analysts or whomever it is. I'll tell it who you're presenting to. I'll tell it sort of high level, what's the story I'm trying to tell. I'll dump all the context and I'll say, go build a presentation. And I find myself building 5, 6, 7 presentations a day. And whether I use them all or not is another question, but I
Right.
just dump that context and build.
I love that.
Michelle, how about you?
I have to start out the same way, Nicole. What isn't different? But you know, I went from running my own two companies to joining this team. It was previously helping me run my companies, so I had many bots running simultaneously. But now the ability for me to build out far more complex workflows and ideas. I have a chief of staff that I built out for me that, like all of you, it checks my email, it checks my calendar, it checks my Slack, it does research on every person I'm meeting with that day, does persona mapping to their predictive disc, and then tells me how to best deliver the information back to them so that it is delivered in a way that they contextually want to receive, not just the way that I tend to word vomit on people about AI. I've become a really boring dinner party guest.